guys, welcome back to another episode of Runescape. In this one, we are going to start another quest, and we are going to do Let Them Eat Pie. This is actually a newer quest that they added in. Right here, we're going to start by talking to Nails Newton outside the Pick and Loot Tavern in Haverly. It's ambiguous, so we can do it at any time, so we're definitely going to do it. This quest is fully activated, voice activated, and features atmospheric music and effects. We suggest you keep your sound on to get the most out of it. Requirements none. Required items: raw pot potato, raw crawfish, wheat, and fishing bait. But that's all stuff we can actually get during the quest, so we will just go ahead and start it without having anything. And right here, here's the little tavern. Click on our map. Zoom on in. We are here in Taverley. Here is the tavern, and then our quest starting point is just right there. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can go to your map, and you can hover over all of these, and it tells you what quests they are. So if you're ever having trouble finding something, you can just hover over it and be like, oh, look, that's the quest that I needed. So here's the guy right here, conveniently right outside the lodestone, so we're just going to talk to him. Hello.
Hey, you looking for work?
What sort of work?
Just a little job I need doing. See, there's a merchant upstairs I need something lifting from. I do it myself, but I'm more into the legitimate document business these days.
You want me to rob him? That doesn't sound very heroic.
Keep your voice down. Look, he's not a very nice bloke, right? He's Rolo the Stout, and he's currently buying up all the food in the area on the cheap and selling it to the refugees at a huge markup.
Well, that isn't very nice, but two wrongs don't make a right.
Just listen, will ya? All I need is his seal. I've a forged letter right here that says he's releasing all the food to the refugees for free. If I can get his personal seal, then I can get his associates to open the stockpiles to the people of the town. You in or not?
I am in. That, two wrongs don't make a right, but you seem like you're trying to do the right thing, so I'm in. You know what? That sounds like a good plan. What do you need me to do first?
Well, Rolo isn't called the Stout because he likes to drink the stuff. He's a real pig. Every day, he orders some fancy pie from the cook here. Usually something that will cost a lot to make. So, what we'll do is make up a pie that will put him out of commission for some time.
You mean poison him?
Not poison. Just something that will put him in the infirmary for a while.
Well, I suppose that's not so bad, but why? Can't I get the seal off him now?
Nah, he has it in a chest up there by his table, in case he needs to stamp any documents. If he's rushed off to hawk his guts out, I don't think his first priority will be taking it with him.
I suppose not.
Exactly. So what I need you to do first is take care of the most complex item in the recipe, the pie crust. What we're going to do is mix in a load of fishing bait into the flour.
Sure.
Do you know about the watermill to the south? What you need to do is take some wheat and fishing bait there. You can get wheat from a field to the south of here, just over the bridge.
You can find some fishing bait on the way to the wheat.
Upstairs, there is a hopper. Put the wheat in the hopper, then put the fishing bait on top. Once you've done that, use the lever nearby to put it all in the mill. Then it'll all get mashed up. Now go back downstairs and use your pot to gather up the flour and bring it to me.
Okay, sounds a little messy, but I'll do it. So tell me a little about yourself.
Well, what do you want to know?
I just want to know a little more about the man I'm working for, that's all.
Well, I suppose that's fair enough. My name's Nails Newton. I'm a Berthorpe man, born and bred. I've been working various scams and schemes since I was little. These days, I provide accurate copies of official documents to people, in case they can't get the real version for some silly reason. A good steady hand is invaluable, you see.
So basically, you're a criminal.
You could say that, but look at it this way. I never beat up anyone that wasn't asking for it, stole anything from someone that couldn't afford it, or scammed anyone that wasn't trying to scam me. I mean, I did some work back in the day, making sure people got some money that was owed them from people who wouldn't give it any other way. That's what gets me about these merchants. They're gouging us for every coin we've got because they can profit off our misery. I may be a little shady, but at least I have standards.
Can they really be all that bad?
Look, go and talk to them, and you'll find out. Rolo is just the tip of a flabby iceberg. Just have a word with his friend Keppel, or any of the merchants wandering around. Then you'll see what we're up against.
What happens if I'm not skilled enough to cook pies?
You know what? That's not a problem. I mean, think about it. We want the pie to be undercooked and a health hazard. Just bung it in the oven until the top goes a little bit crispy and you're fine.
You know what? That does make a lot of sense.
Okay,
I'd best get on it then.
About.
Alright, so we just need to head on down south. Right here, along the way to our wheat field, is we are going to find ourselves some fishing bait. So we are going to take the fishing bait. We gather some fishing bait from the barrel. Let's take all the fishing bait off the floor as well. It'll come in handy, I'm sure. And where's our wheat field? Here's our wheat field. I don't know why I said it that way. Let's just head on back over to the mill, which is going to be right here. Surprisingly enough, it's really not that tall of a building. Most mills are. And luckily, right inside the mill here, they do have 2 pots just sitting here for us. We are going to take both of them, and then we're going to head on upstairs. First thing we're going to do is we need to add in our wheat. Add the wheat into the hopper. Next, we are going to add the fishing bait into the hopper. Which, if you didn't know, fishing bait is basically like maggots and stuff like that. So we're going to pull the little lever or lever. I hope nobody down there has worked out what I am up to. I should get down there and grab the flour with an empty pot before it crawls away. All right. And there's our flour. So let's go take our flour. And boom, you fill a pot with disgusting mix of shredded maggots and flour. Now that we have the pot of maggoty flour, we are going to head on back to nails. I don't know why I want to call them Rolo. Nails. I have the flour you wanted here.
That's perfect.
I can see why you asked me to do this first. That was a lot of work.
Don't worry. I'll take care of making this into a pie shell for you in a moment. We also need to fill the pie with something pretty nasty. What we need first is a raw crayfish. I want you to go just shove it right into the dirt and then let it ripen for a bit.
Ah!
Just use either the flax field, wheat field, or the animal pen for the job. The flax field is closest. It's in the northwest of here, near the master farmer's shop and the well. And don't forget, when you are done, you should come and see me and show me your work. But first, let me take care of that flour for you.
Using a bowl of water and a pie dish, Nails crafts a rather disgusting pie shell for you. Ugh, this is not going to be pretty.
Okay, see you about.
Alright, so we're going to head on over here to the little fishing spot to get ourselves a crawfish. We just need one, so we're just going to fish up the little crawfish right here. Oh, I forgot we had potatoes sitting there. We never harvested those, did we? And then we're just going to head into the flax field. Some time passes. You dig up the crawfish a while later and find disgustingly moist with decay. That's gross.
How are the fish biting?
Oh, well, they aren't biting pretty. They aren't biting too well. Look at this little feller. You wave the manky crawfish at Nails, who recoils.
Oh, Saradomin, that thing stinks. Just looking at it makes me want to vomit. Perfect. Only one thing left. To give the pie a little more body, we'll add a potato. I want you to go and get a raw potato and shove it down a kebbit hole. Kebbit burrows are full of hair and droppings and all other kinds of nasty waste. So if you just shove it in there and pull it out, it'll be okay. Well, I say okay.
Oh, that's foul. I'll get right to it once I stop tasting bile.
Okay, see you.
All right, so we just need to grab ourselves a potato, which, look at this. We have a bunch of potatoes right here. So we're just going to harvest these potatoes. And we got ourselves a farming level. First level of the episode. Then we're just going to head on a little towards the west to the kebbits. And we're just going to use the raw potato on the hole. With great reluctance, you push the poor innocent potato in the hole and pull the filthy, stinking result back out. I don't think my hands will ever feel clean again. Wait, this is the last item I need. I suppose I could make the pie myself and cook it. Or I could go see Nails for more information, maybe. We're just going to cook it. So if we just use the items on the pie dish, it puts it together. You squish the crawfish and potato into the pie crust and force the top on. Just head on over to a oven, please. Can think of it real quick. Right, here we go. We got ourselves a oven, so we're just gonna cook at the oven. Ah, perfect. You recover the terrible pie from the oven. The stench of it is nauseating. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. But if it smells bad, he's not gonna eat it. Hey, Nails, check this pie out.
Ugh, that thing stinks.
Yeah. Tell me about it. My backpack is never going to be clean again.
I'll never eat that unless we do something to mask the smell. I have an idea, though.
What is it?
One of Rolo's fellow merchants, foppish Pierre, has been hanging around the mill. He carries a supply of spices on him all the time. If you can pickpocket those, then we'll be in business. So, just go and grab those spices from Pierre and add them to the pie. Then you can take it up to Rolo and see if he swallows it.
Okay, so right over by the mill. This guy. Yep. We're gonna pickpocket those spices. You didn't see nothing? You managed to lift the container of spices from Pierre's pocket. Let's use the spices on it. With a few dashes of spice, the pie seems a lot more appealing. All right. Let's head on upstairs and feed this disgusting pie to Rolo. Get Kebble here. Hello there.
Hello? Hello? What kind of low-class greeting is this? No matter. Clearly we move in very different social circles. Salutations, sir.
What did you just call me?
I called you a serf. Why? What of it?
Who are you going around insulting people like that?
I'm Winston Keppel, purveyor of pretty much everything. I came here with my friends and colleagues from Felidor to take advantage of this captive market that we have right here. And let me tell you, business has never been better.
What do you mean?
I mean that with the trolls attacking, I've been able to peddle all kinds of goods to these rubes with an astonishing markup. Food, clothing, cake tins, fishing supplies, you name it, I'm making a profit on it.
But a lot of these people have no homes or money. What about the war effort?
What about it? If the trolls wipe this place out, the White Knights and some scruffy tramps with swords calling themselves heroes will take care of it. And then the survivors and new settlers will need even more supplies to reclaim the land.
You're all heart, aren't ya?
Oh, pipe down. I didn't expect a commoner like you to understand the ways of high finance.
Alright, yeah, I'm done talking to this guy. He's a real treat. Here's Rolo the Stout. Pie for Rolo the Stout.
That's me.
Here's your pie, sir. Hope you enjoy it.
What is this? This is not the scrumptious red berry and distressed quail pie I demanded.
That's right. The chef made you that pie and decided it wasn't delicious enough for someone with the taste as refined as yours.
Well, that's not my problem. Maybe he didn't torment the quails for as long as I specified. But whatever this is, it does smell delicious.
Well, it contains a lot of very expensive spices.
Oh, really? Then I suppose I might try a portion. What is it called?
Crawfish a la manique. Well, call it a crawfish a la manique.
A crayfish a la mank? I can't say I've ever heard of a crayfish a la mank before.
Well, it is an entirely new recipe that was invented especially for you.
To make up for not being able to make the pie I ordered?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, that's quite nice of you. Tell the chef I will only sue him slightly for not making what I ordered. And that if this pie tastes nice, then I might even pay him for it.
Of course, and before I go, I might just say thanks.
Thanks? What for?
You just put my mind to rest about something I was feeling a tad guilty about. Never mind.
Yes, that's all very well and good. Now, be on your way, you jabbering vassal. I have a pie to eat. A crayfish a la mank, eh? Well, let's see what it tastes like.
Five, 4, 3, 2. Warning, the sound effects only get worse from here. Alright, so I'm gonna play it. If anybody can't handle it or has a weak stomach, you should probably skip ahead because it does get pretty nasty. Ha 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 ha, sounds like... sounds like the pie... Okay then, sounds like the pie has...
Oh, God, there's more!
I said, sounds like the pie has done the trick. I should check back with Nails and let him know while they cart Rolo away and clean up.
Well, Rolo certainly won't be causing any more trouble for a while.
Yes, he's certainly not going to be on anything but infirmary food for a while either. I only hope they manage to get the stains out of the ceiling.
Don't even talk about that. I'm still queasy from seeing what he did to the stairs as they carted him out. They had to sluice them down with buckets and mops. Ah, terrible. But at least the stains are all gone now.
So what do I need to do now?
With Rolo out of the way, you can go up and steal the seal from his chest. We'd best move fast, in case he decides to send for it when he comes round. Is there anything else you need to know?
Nope, that should be it. I am gonna head on upstairs and get the seal. Ugh, the smell. Look at him, he is cowering.
I saw it. I saw all of it.
Saw what?
You don't know. You'll never know what I saw. The colors. All the colors. And sometimes none of the colors. The darkness came to me then, with the stench. It protected my mind. But the darkness is still there. The smell, the smell of it will never, ever fade.
Wait, isn't this a bit over the top from seeing Rolo get a little ill?
A little ill? A little ill? The gods themselves wept tears of blood at the things he brought to light. Things that should never have been.
I see. Well, I'll leave you to your mad babbling now. Have fun.
No, don't leave me. It will come back for me.
Bye. Going away now. Have fun. That's awesome. He deserves it. You pick the lock on the chest and take the seal from the chest. Just need to head on back over to Nails. Ah. I have the seal for you.
Let's get this letter stamped and...
Nails hands you a letter with a wax seal with an emblem that you instantly recognize.
Now just take it to Pierre and we're home free. Don't forget to come back and see me when you're done, okay?
Right, will do. So we just need to head back over to the guy we stole the spices from. Urgent message to you, sir.
For me? Really? Maybe someone found my spices.
Yeah. It is from Rolo the Stout. I think he said it was something about opening the food stores.
Don't joke around with me, you messenger. Give me that note. What madness is this? He wants me to open the food stores for free? Is he demented?
No, but he is your boss, so I guess that means you have to do it.
I have to contact some people. Leave me to my despair.
Your despair. Well, that worked. I should go tell Nails. His despair. How can I not make money and not help these poor people? My despair. He bought it. He should be opening the stores any minute now.
Well, looks like we're done. I'll let the refugees know. We'll have a good old-fashioned feast. And it's all thanks to you. We'll raise a glass or two to you tonight.
No problem. And with Rolo out of the picture, things start to pick up as well.
There is that. Hopefully the food situation will improve, unless someone else muscles in on the racket.
Well, if they do, we can always serve up another slice of piping hot justice.
Good point. But for now, let's celebrate.
Alright, so we completed the Let Them Eat Pie quest. We got ourselves 1 quest point, 100 cooking experience, 150 thieving experience, pouch of expensive spice, which gives plus 50 life points from all food when worn or carried, 5 meat pies, and 2 treasure hunter keys. We now have a total of 6 quest points, so we are moving along. All right, so let us head on down to Lumbridge. All right, and we are going to kill ourselves some more chickens and see how many more levels we can get in this episode. So, let the montage begin. Today, we witnessed a horrendous act of growing up, and it was disgusting. I don't know about you guys, but it made me a little queasy. I want to thank you all for joining me and liking and subscribing and sharing the video. It all means so much to me. I will catch you all next time.